Bao Noodle Shop is celebrating its 10th anniversary. It's grown from a gazebo in East London to 7 locations across the city. I visited the Shoreditch branch and after a bit of research discovered that each site offers a slightly different menu. When it comes to ordering, you can use the tried and tested old school method and order face to face, or do what I did and use the app. And here's what I went for: Taiwanese fried chicken nuggets with Yujiang mayo, a Peking caramel chicken wing that was sitting on top of some tiny cube pineapple chunks, a classic pork bao, and this one's packed with 3 types of pork: braised pork, char siu cubes and a fluffy topping of pork floss. These incredible looking beef bone marrow noodles sounded really interesting and turned out to be quite the showpiece. And my tactical move to cut through all that richness, a smacked chili cucumber salad. They actually came out first, so let's give them a go. They were tangy from the vinegar with a nice chili heat. There was sweetness from somewhere, maybe it was the sauce. It was definitely a good choice alongside the rest of the food. I love Taiwanese fried chicken and these nuggets didn't disappoint. The super crispy coating had a slight sweetness with a deep savoury umami hit. The chicken inside was tender and full of flavour, nicely garlicky with a punch of ginger. The Yujiang mayo was a great pairing, hard to describe, but it's kind of sweet, sour, salty, spicy and savoury all at once. Now for the massive Peking caramel chicken wing. What are they feeding these chickens? This was seriously good. It had a similar crispy coating to the nuggets, but topped with a sweet caramel glaze. So first you get the sweetness, then a sharp hit of vinegar from the lightly pickled pineapple chunks. It was so good, I'd definitely order a few next time. The pork bao was seriously enjoyable. The bun was the puffiest, fluffiest I've ever seen. Biting into it was like sinking my teeth into a pillow. The braised pork belly was soft and sweet, while the tender chunks of char siu added a nice bit of texture. I really loved the pork floss. It brought even more texture and a touch more sweetness. Now it was time for the beef bone marrow noodles. A bit of a DIY situation here, where you're given a spoon to scrape the rich marrow straight from the bone onto the noodles. I say noodles, but there's also a generous helping of braised beef on top. I made sure to mix it all in, pulling up the sauce from the bottom and coating every single strand. These were ridiculously banging. So much depth of flavour going on. First you get that rich beefy fattiness from the bone marrow, then the soft slightly sweet braised beef. The sauce is spicy and tangy and those noodles are cooked to perfection with just the right amount of bite. As you can probably tell, I loved them. My drink was the rather flamboyant Grape Easy Breezy, which is a beer based cocktail with grape and aloe vera foam. Dangerously delicious. I could drink plenty of these. Honestly, I was stuffed, but how could I resist the seductive charms of the Horlicks ice cream served in a fried bao? That ice cream was smooth and creamy with that familiar malty Horlicks sweetness. The fried bao is like the best donut you'll ever have. Warm, crisp, light and just sweet enough. It paired perfectly with the coolness of the ice cream. A great little dessert that. You know what? Everything here was amazing, from the food to the service. I genuinely can't wait to check out the other locations. A double thumbs up goes without